Okay, we are live.
It just came to me. So our opening question for our guest speakers is, what is on your Christmas list this year that you want Santa Claus to bring you?
Diamond ring.
Oh, someone's got expensive taste, Jody.
I know.
Travel tickets to be able to go places.
I'm gonna say, actually, Matt and I were having a conversation about this morning, because I said, when you see this on my list, you're gonna look at me and be like, "You're not getting that." Because
I saw that.
Minky, I want an emerald green, like full size Minky, and he's like, "We have so many blankets in our house, and you want a very expensive blanket."
Yeah,
I said, "We have two."
Barefoot Dreams has really good blankets too.
Callie, Minky just had a 55% off sale. Just letting you know. And I got a grande for like $117.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, big sale. All right, who else? Jen, Melissa, what's on y'all's Christmas wish list from Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
Okay, I'll go. I want the Aura picture frame. It's digital, and you download the app on your phone.
I have it.
You?
Super cool. It's on, it's on I got it last year and I love it. Like all your updated pictures can go on there. You will love that.
We have an old style digital frame in our kitchen, and I have to physically load pictures onto it. And that takes too much time. And so, but it is like one of our most favorite things in our house. We leave it in the kitchen and it's on all the time. And the kids love looking at, we love looking at it. So, but this year I want the Aura so that I can just upload straight from my phone right to.
And so I didn't even know that existed until this year. Elise is the one that told me, because she got it for her parents. So the grandkids can all upload random pictures and it pops up on the frame for the grandparents.
You know, that's great and all, except for that we got my parents a digital picture frame, and my dad is super anal about electricity. And so he unplugs the frame every day. So a digital picture frame is only as good as the fact that it's on. Yeah. So I'm like, well, that completely defeated the purpose if you're going to unplug it every single day.
Right. Yeah, because we're not going to be able to upload latest pictures for you.
Yeah, I don't know why in this house we don't have a ton of places for a lot of frames. So I think it was last year. Yeah, it must have been last year because I posted about it. I was like, I want that. So there's one picture frame. Someone asked to see it. I will take a picture after this, you guys. I'll put it on Instagram so you can see it. But literally, like, I was going to get one for my mom so that I can just upload pictures from the app. And I have so many pictures. I just was sitting on the couch and uploading. It's a great gift.
So that answered, Jill, that just answered a question in chat. Like, yes, you could give the picture frame to somebody. Yeah. And you remotely can load pictures to the frame from your phone.
In fact, we were in Best Buy and I was like, I don't want to do the chip thing anymore. Like, I never do it. I never update it. And then we saw that one. And I think at the time it might've gone down, but it wasn't popular yet. So we paid a pretty penny for it. That was a year ago.
It's then I saw pretty expensive.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Like it's like, I got rid of all the other picture frames because they just rotate and baby pictures of the puppies pop up, and like, it is worth it. It's a great gift. And I thought about getting my mom one, and I'm glad you brought it up because I think that's actually what I might get her. I think it's Aura, A-U-R-A.
Yeah. A-U-R-A.
That was a really good grandparent gift. Like that.
And they were running, I think they were running a deal. I mean, I think the lowest I've seen it, maybe, well, and I know Costco or Sam's Club was featuring it too.
And I got the big one.
Yeah, I think it's like a 10-inch screen, which
it's big.
That's unheard of for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, that's what's on my Christmas list. Jen asked for the whole state of Maine for Christmas.
Yeah, right.
He just wants the whole state of Maine.
I don't really have a list. There is one thing I wouldn't mind getting, and it's a new coat. It's kind of a fancy coat, so we'll see. But those of you who live where it's cold, you probably, I don't know if you, like Heather probably has no idea what a Canada Goose coat is.
Oh, I do actually.
Oh, you do? Okay. I'm like, you probably don't need them.
Nordstrom, but I don't need it.
Yes, I think I might want one of those. because they're so warm. My friend has
Yeah.
one and I put it on. I'm like, okay, now I see why
Okay.
people are pay this ridiculous amount of money to be really, really warm.
It's also such a big heavy coat that it comes with 2 straps so you can wear it as a backpack when you go in somewhere.
Right? I know. It's so crazy. The stores are really cool. If you ever have the chance to go into a store, they take you into a room. So you try the coat on, they take you into a room that's like minus 20 degrees or something so that you can actually see that you don't get cold. They bundle you up, they take you in, you can stand
that's
there as long as
cool.
you want. Yeah, it's fun. It's a really neat.
Talk about an
store.
experience. Wow, that
It
sells
is.
you right then.
Yeah, it does.
Super cool. Okay, is Jamie on here? I don't see her. Jamie. Jody wants a diamond ring. I want clear organization bins.
That's a good gift.
I am very excited about those.
Have you been watching the home edit? I've been falling to sleep to it at night.
No, I've never heard of that.
Oh, if you'll go, just go watch it, Heather. We have not
Yeah,
been.
I'm really just in this organizational phase where everything needs to be, organized. So I'm doing a lot of purging right now. So today I want clear organizational bins because I went and bought Christmas ornament bin containers today that was a little expensive. It was like $52 for one. And so I splurged and got one. So we'll see if it works. But yeah, that's kind of boring. But yeah, that's on my list.
I was trying to find you guys the link to this. Here it is. The one I got is this one, the frame. I don't really have anything. It's when you don't have kids and stuff like that, we kind of just buy things as we go. But can't go wrong with an Amazon gift card or Target any day of the week. So just send those my way.
That is true.
Isn't it so depressing now when you walk into stores like Christmas and so beautiful, and then like now I go to the store and the majority of Christmas is cleared out and they're already starting to pull out like
Valentine's
spring stuff, and I'm like, it's so weird. It's so weird.
That's why I started enjoying it
So
in
weird.
August so that I can enjoy the Christmas decor, August, September, October, November. And then I know December, like I went to Walmart for something yesterday and I was like, wow, everything's gone. I'm glad. That is really why I start grabbing stuff early, because once people start in November, it's gone.
Very much so. All right. So our tonight's topic, we were going to have each person give our 5 top tips for what we are each personally doing to finish December strong and what we're doing to prep for January. That's going to be our little discussion topics for tonight. Who wants to start? Anyone?
I can go, even though I didn't really prepare. So here are some of the things that I am working on as, right now we're in that time frame of, we've got about, in the US, we have about 5 days left, right, for guaranteed Christmas shipping. And so this is the time where it's really important that you're following up with your customers. So following up with my customers just to make sure, hey, is there any last minute gifts that I can get for you? And that's honestly like something that's a time consumer for me, is reaching out individually and kind of having those more one-on-one conversations to make sure that they know that A, I care, and B, that they're taken care of. So that would really be the biggest thing, right? So that you can get it either directly to you, or you can, if you're doing any sorts of gift wrapping, that you can get that done. And then also they can get it gift wrapped in time as well. The other thing is with that deadline, if you, especially as you're getting towards the 15th, that is going to be like a Christmas Eve delivery. And so being aware of like a guaranteed Christmas Eve delivery, right? So there's still a chance it can come sooner. As many of us know, our packages kind of arrive scattered, but over the next couple of days, that's my main focus and my main priority, is doing those follow-ups. Then the next thing would be is, if you have any parties that are wrapping up, or if you are getting those orders, to combine those together so that you have parties that you can use the free and half price items to get stock. because as we're getting past the 15th and we're past that Christmas deadline, having some of those bundles kind of pulled together is really helpful if you have people wanting to shop with you last minute. So that would be the next thing, is as soon as I get through that phase, it would be focusing on what products do I have. What that also does is, especially if you've been around for a while, you know, when you are a business, that allows you to kind of look at your inventory and what you are wrapping up the year with. So when it comes to taxes and that type of thing, to know your inventory that you have, and if possible, move as much of it as possible as well, right? And then also, since January is going to be a transition month, as we're going to be transitioning into our new catalog for February, moving aside, you know, trying to move as many of those products that I do have in stock, so that I'm getting through the season and into ready to restock with the new catalog. What else would be some tips for these last several days? Go where the men are, especially if you have stock. If you have stock and you have gift wrapping, or you're placing some of your last minute orders, and I know that's kind of, if our men are on here, don't take this anyway, but a lot of times men, if you have a husband or a spouse, they're very last minute. My husband was just telling me he hasn't done any Christmas shopping yet. And so going where they are and providing options of either, hey, I can still order this for you if you need anything, especially if you're going like, I need my oil changed really bad. So get my oil changed, people, you know, at the mechanic shop, those types of places, so that you have items that are ready, take it with you. And if you don't, hey, I also have gift bundles. I'm just placing some of my last orders before Christmas. If you still need gifts for your wife, your mom, your whomever, right, then this is the time of year, or something that I can help you with. I'll even do gift wrapping. And if it's gift wrapping, go to the dollar store, grab the cello bags that even come with the self-making bow for, I think they're even 2 for $1. Heather's the pro at this, but there's have some that are actually like heat shrinkable. I'm not super great at it, but she is. I'm sure one of these days she'll go live and give us a tutorial, because she does those awesome things. But, and she might actually have one, I think, from last year that you put on your wall. But basically you just take your blow dryer and you can just blow dry it and it shrinks everything together. It's pretty incredible. So those types of gift bundles, and then really just, if you haven't really focused on Bring Back My Bars, I know I've struggled with that. We still have Bring Back My Bars. So anything that's kind of going out, I'm reiterating that we do have Bring Back My Bars, which is also something that leads into Scentsy Club, because when those are gone, if they fall in love with them, they're going to want Scentsy Club. So those are kind of my main focuses of some things as we're wrapping up the year. As you get past the 15th, gift certificates. I know we mentioned this last week, but gift certificates are available. And I'm just, for those that maybe weren't with us last week or didn't know how that worked, you basically get a code, and then you can write that code onto a gift certificate. I actually have one I can put in the comments as soon as I'm done talking. And you can just write that code in there, the to, the from, throw it in a cute either envelope. You can even do it in a little gift box, throw some candy in there. That works for you, for your customers, for anybody that needs that last minute gift, and you get those codes instantaneously. So if you place the order, then go to your order history, that will show there for you there. So that's kind of my tips for like getting into these next few days as we're getting towards Christmas. But for preparing for the new year, one of the things that I shared with one of my superstar directors was that I really wanted to end the year in a place of organized chaos, because I know it's never going to be perfect. And I didn't want to really put a lot of weight on like having it done by the end of the week or anything like that, right? But giving myself these next several weeks and having that on the forefront of my mind to wrap up anything that I need to in my business, both financially and for taxes and all of that, but then being ready to start the new year off fresh, right? Have everything organized, kind of in its place, kind of get a plan. I actually bought a service. It wasn't that much. It's called Recipe Saver. I think it's me. And it's actually for recipes. But the reason that I wanted to do this, recipesaver.me, and you can do 5 for free. So if you wanted to just see if this is something that works for you, but I wanted a place where my business was digitally accessible, right? So basically the recipes for my business. If I have a host, what does that look like? If I have a new team member, what does that look like? What do they get? What goes in the mail? If I, as I'm growing my team and my business, obviously, and as you guys do the same things, what does it look like for promotions and having a recipe for that? And then not only that, if I have, a lot of you aren't to this point yet, but if I have an assistant, or maybe if you have a team member that says, how do I do a party, or how do I do this? You can copy that recipe link and you can send that to them. And so it was like $20 for the full year. It was really cost effective, really easy to use. You could add pictures in there. One of the things I wanted to have ready was I wanted to have 6 different customer thank yous pre-planned, so that for the first 6 months of the year, I knew that January was this customer thank you, February was this one, and then I could rotate that with the new season and kind of shift those over, and not be so reactive, but a little bit more proactive in my business. So that's kind of how I'll be after the shipping cutoff and things like that. Obviously still working with my customers, still getting orders in, because, you know, there's still going to be orders that come in, because they always do after the cutoff, but being ready to be prepared for 2021. That's all.
I love that recipe thing. So that's going to be added to my to-do list. I just want to kind of piggyback on everything that Callie just said. You know, I know she was talking a lot about, you know, stock and moving those things. And it's great to be able to move some of the stock that you have on hand for those last minute gifts. If you have any, and you can, you know, make it easy for people, for teacher gifts, daycare gifts, the bus driver, even some people will gift their mail carriers and their delivery people. If you can make it and take all of the work or even the guessing out of it, and even suggest, hey, have you ever thought about giving a gift to your bus driver? Sometimes just that's like, oh, that's a great, you know, great idea. I never had considered that. And then, you know, if you sell stock, you can then turn around and put that money back into your business if you want to, and buy more current items. I know that that's something I had been working on in the last week. So going forward to finish out December, same thing Callie said. I also need to work on my customer mailers so that they kind of get them. I'm going to plan it so that they get it a few days after Christmas, so that when they get their mailer, they're like, oh, I wonder what's new in Scentsy. Because sometimes they get busy. They're not, you know, they've already done their shopping. But after Christmas, sometimes people are sitting home bored and they want, you know, looking for a little online shopping to do. So I want to make sure that I'm first, you know, when they think of, you know, what they need or what they want to do and want to go shopping, that I'm a reminder in their face kind of thing. So those are my tips for that specific topic.
That's good. I was going through my list of stuff today, actually, and I'm really focusing on the convenience of me doing gifts for people, like by me posting it. So I'm intentionally posting on Facebook pictures of other people, like thanking them. Oh, thank you so much. Because one lady saw, she goes, oh my gosh, I love how you did her gifts. Can you do mine? I need 6 teacher gifts at $25 a piece and 8 employee gifts at $25 a piece. And that was just from one posting, right? So if you take some time and pick up the red clown noses at Hobby Lobby. It's in the birthday party section. They sell them in the Christmas section, but they're cheaper in the birthday party theme aisle. So go to that one and then pick up some tissue paper, just hot glue it to a brown craft bag. It immediately is a Rudolph. It's adorable packaging. People love it. Just add a little gift tag on it, tissue paper. People will come to you for good wrapping because they can't do it. So learn to make bows. Practice. I will tell you, probably 8 out of 10 people that come to me will buy gifts just because of my gift wrapping, because of the bows, because they don't know how to do it. I have had so many people ask me, teach me how to do bows. Teach me. I mean, I'm not going to give away all my secrets to my paying customers locally, but there are YouTube videos. You've got to learn how to do it. I promise you, it will make a difference in your holiday gift sets to your customers. 2, something else I'm focusing on is the emphasis of $200 gets you the free $20 in free, the 1/2 price item, plus I give them the perpetual, right? So there's an extra perk to putting that bulk order in where they'll do all their Christmas shopping with you. The third thing I'm working on is I ran the report for my Bring Back My Bar people of the scents in there, and I am going to start targeting them right now after Christmas. I'm going to really focus on that after the shipping cutoff, and I'm going to personally message each one of them and say, hey, I know that you love the scent. It's back. Did you want to enroll in Scentsy Club or order any of those? Bring Back My Bar. So that is something that I am really focusing on. Usually I wait for the customers to come to me on it. I'm not intentional in following up in that aspect of really going hard with BB&B. And so I am going to do that this year. And I'm trying to get 10 more people enrolled in Scentsy Club in 2020 is my goal. So I'm trying to get 10 more people signed up, enrolled. I'm working it to where I can get 2,000 PRV all in club orders every single month, to where I can sit back and have my bonus. I mean, wouldn't that be nice, right? So I'm working hard to really push that, where I can really just sit back and just sponsor, that is my business plan, right? I don't want to have to worry about sales. So if I can get that 2,000 coming in pretty regularly because of club, I'm going to focus on sponsoring where I need to be. Fourth thing I am doing, it really is gift sets, gift sets, gift sets. I did buy the cocoa bombs. I told y'all this a couple weeks ago. So I bought cocoa bombs from a local girl. Every December order is getting a cocoa bomb for me. I have had some people buy 2 and 3 times now because of the cocoa bomb. They want the Oreo one. They want the vanilla mint. They want the chocolate. They want the peanut butter one. So strategically, it is the hottest craze. People want them. If they don't know how to find them, guess who's providing them with their order? So it's just a little extra that I'm giving, but it's a tax write-off, which I need. And every single person has texted me back after their order and said, thank you so much. My daughter loved it, or I had so much fun with this. Or so it really is creating some long-lasting memories and impressions and thoughtfulness. Number 5 would be, oh geez, number 5. I want to really focus on doing something after the cutoff that's going to either ensure someone booking a party or keeping my business going. Like the month does not end when Christmas cutoff happens. Yes, I have a little bit of inventory, but I am going to do some serious brainstorming to really think what I can do other than BB&B, and getting ready for transition of, the 10% off bars in January. I really want to get something in place. And then 2, just on a leadership aspect, I'm really working on, I want to do something to get people to Star Consultant, launch some sort of program for my own team in January. So that's kind of in my brain too, of something that I really want to focus and have them shoot for Star. So that's kind of what we're doing over here in Texas, my side.
Who wants to go next? I'm on my phone, so I can't see the entire screen. There's Jen.
I can go if nobody else is going to go. I can go. So I have been doing, as you guys probably know, I've done a ton of online parties lately. And so I have probably, I don't know, 30 Facebook groups that from the last few months. And I have decided that I am going to very soon, because I want to get this done before the cutoff period ends. I'm going to go through and, number 1, make sure that every single person is in my VIP page. So when I get a chance, I'm going to actually check every name, because I did post a couple of times and ask them to join my VIP page, but I never checked to pay attention to who did it and who didn't. So I'm going to send personal invitations and say, hey, I'm going to have some really cool specials over the next couple of weeks. So that's one thing, is I definitely want to get them all into my VIP page, because we're doing all this hard work. We're doing all these parties. We're doing all these things so that we can gain attraction, right? We can get them into our VIP page and then help them to see why they want to join our force, why they want to do what we do, why they want to be part of our Scentsy family. I am also going to start. So one thing that I do is I have a Google form that I send to anybody who has even the slightest interest in possibly becoming a Scentsy consultant. So every person who registers for any of my parties, they fill out a little mini registration form. And on that form, I've told you guys this before, but I give them the option of, how interested would you be in becoming a Scentsy consultant, 0 through 10? I don't say yes, no, or maybe. I have them fill out the bubble 0 through 10. So anybody, honestly, who's a 2 or even a 1 means that they have some interest. So I am going to be going through all of those forms again. And now that I have actually chatted with each of those people, but now I'm going to send them my form and say, hey, sometimes I have a discounted kit. Sometimes it's quite discounted and sometimes it's just a little bit of a discount. But if you have any interest whatsoever, please fill out this form. And then my Google form is going to be all ready to go. And then I can just start going through that when my life slows down a little bit. I am wanting to plan, I haven't planned it yet, but I want to have someone have a really special party, like an online party at the end of December, obviously not New Year's Eve, but I'm going to try to do a big hype about who's going to be my last party of 2020. And they're going to get something really cool, or I'm going to do something really fun. And I just need to pick all my creative friends' brains because my brain doesn't get creative, but I can do the things. I just need help coming up with what to do. So yeah, I'm going to try to come up with something like that. I'm going to go to the dollar store. This is all in my spare time, by the way, which, yeah, you guys all know how crazy we are right now. Is your life just as crazy as mine? So trust me, I understand if you're thinking, I don't have time to do all this, because trust me, I don't either. But I'm going to make it happen because I don't make hope my business plan, right? None of us make hope our business plan. We work hard, we make this happen. So anyway, I'm going to go to the dollar store and I'm going to grab a couple of the little dollar store travel mugs that people post a lot, or a mug or something. And I'm going to just throw, whatever I have left for stock. Like, you guys have to have at least a couple of scent circles left over, and I'm going to save that for once, the cutoff period has gone by. I'm not going to talk about that until the cutoff period has gone by, but obviously next week. And I am going to start posting it. Oh, look what I made for one of my customers. And then I'm not going to say I have them on hand, but people are going to respond to my story or my post and say, oh, I wish I could have one of those. I have promised myself that I will contact at least 100 people before December 31st about joining Scentsy, which of course, all of those other things are going to lead me into being able to make that contact. And if they are not interested in joining, then I am going to make sure that they know why right now is the best time ever to have a Scentsy party. So, and obviously I've either end of December, early January. And one last thing, I know I did more than 5, but one last thing is, and I do this every year and they really appreciate it. So I might like the place where I get my hair done or my nails done, or any kind of service places, or any kind of places that I frequent often, maybe the bank, wherever the people. I always say, hey, do you want me to drop off a bucket of wax or whatever you happen to have? I'll put in, I'll just get a little bin and I'll put a whole bunch of wax in it, some catalogs, some scent circles, drop it off, pick it up the next day. And I just put the prices right on it. And I just say, here you go for 24 hours. You guys can smell it, pick what you want to take, and I'll come back and pick up what you don't want. I'm just trying to make it easier for you. And they love it. Every time I get my hair done, I bring a thing of wax, and and customers always are like, oh, what's that? Is that Scentsy wax? And so I always pay for a portion of my hair appointment by bringing wax with me. So it was a little weird at first, like years ago when I first started doing it, I felt a little funny, like soliciting the hair people, but then now they get mad at me if I forget it. And that's the whole thing, is we have to remember that we're not bothering people, we're blessing them with something. And I had to get over that myself. So I totally understand if you feel weird about showing up with your wax because you feel like you're always trying to sell something, but they literally get mad at me now if I don't bring my bucket of wax. So those are my tips.
Hey, speaking of hair place, I barter, get my haircuts with Scentsy. I pay with Scentsy, which is pretty crazy. And if you're speaking of giving gifts, I know y'all are giving gifts to people. Y'all better be giving Scentsy. I had somebody reach out to me. They're just like, what should I give? And it was a consultant. I'm like, you need to be giving Scentsy. What do you mean? It's the best gift ever. And so this is the perfect opportunity to make that little list of places like your post office people. Go take a little something to them. Give something to your UPS driver. Give some gifts out to the people that you see on a regular basis with your business, because it will bring you more business later on.
And just to jump on the back of that too, Heather, you're going to be doing a lot of business that are gifts. You want to make sure that your product always has your information included. I try to be, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more strategic about where I place my information when I know it's a gift, because I don't want it to look, I don't want them to get the wrong idea. Like, oh, she's just, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, make sure your business card is like inside the warmer box. On the bottom of the warmer, you can put your label, different things like that. And I always tell my customers that are buying, and I know it's a gift, if this person has any problems or questions, please let them know to contact me. I'm here to help, you know, remind them that we have the lifetime warranty, because I'm not coming in contact with the person who's receiving this. I want to at least give that customer that's buying it, put the bug in their ear saying, you know, maybe this person doesn't know how to use Scentsy, but my girl will take care of them. So be sure that your information is included tactfully, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. And that, and like Jen said, when I lived in New York, I never paid for my hair. It was always bartered and customers did like it. So just another little tip.
I can share with y'all really quick what I put mine in. It's these things from Walmart, y'all, look. They're gift card holders, pill boxes. And so they come like this. So it's a gift card. I mean, it's my business card inside and a little mint from Costco. Like those chocolate, whatever, I don't know, the square ones.
That, Heather?
Yeah, so they're just kind of fun. I put them with samples and just put them in my bag. But they're
not as cute as that for sure.
Love that.
Too late now.
They're cheap. 98 cents for 3.
I'm sorry, Heather. Where are you putting those? What are they?
It's inside is my business card.
Right, but
in the bag with orders, with all my orders with people, or even gifts. So it's just like a little Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, my card.
Yeah, got it. It doesn't look so like it's a little bit more tactfully looking, I guess. I'm not sure what we're
So would you put that inside of a warmer box?
Yeah, you could. Inside the dish, yeah.
Perfect.
It's small enough, like it's yeah.
Yeah. Get that. Oh, I missed you guys. I feel like my preparation for December and going into January is a little bit different because I don't have a ton of local people, but I do all of the things that they have mentioned as far as treats for my delivery drivers, scent circles. They're so sweet too. Like if you leave a little tag with scent circles and it says, please just take one, but help yourself to the treats there. Like I get such pleasure out of watching my Ring doorbell and seeing them take a little scent circle and their little Doritos. Like it's so fun for me. So that, of course, to my hair place and, you know, my cleaning lady that comes twice a month, they get little bags of stuff, all of that. Of course, at the end of the year, I'm doing a lot of follow-up. I think I mentioned that before, but I fly to Maine. So I kind of have to wrap things up early because I'm not going to be here for extra gifts and things like that. So I'm putting together a graphic for my VIP group and it's going to go in an email saying like my top like stocking stuffers or quick gifts that they can still grab and have shipped to them. That there's something about having a list of things. And if it's in an email, I also will put a direct link and I'll use shortening links. Like if it's to the flowers or the bundle so that they can click in the email right to that stuff. And I'll say like, here's the best ideas for teachers, or here's the best ideas for this. So I put that in my VIP group and I put it in an email for one, and I just lost my train of thought. And then digitally, I start getting kind of what Jen said too, like I start getting really organized, which I think a lot of us don't catch up on. It's kind of like taxes, right? Like our contacts tab, making sure that everyone's updated and everyone's merged and all of those people, as I'm following up, seeing if they need any last minute things, I kind of go through my checklist. Are they in my VIP group? Are they getting my emails? When's the last time they placed an order? Like I kind of make sure all of that's updated so that as I'm flying home or as Maine tends to close up shop, like I feel like 5 p.m. everyone's in their jammies in bed. So at my mom's house, I'm doing a lot of follow-up, and follow-up by meaning as we're getting into the Christmas Eve and stuff, just wishing my customers, making sure I have their updated info and sending them personalized text messages and saying, you know, letting them know what's going on, wishing them a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, whatever the deal is. Just kind of tidying up things digitally. And then something else that I'm doing before I leave is I got these cute little, I love these cute little, they're like our clamshells, right? But these have the separate little hearts in them. And I'm going to fill them with either bring back my bar scents or things, scents that I know are probably going to retire, that I know are pretty popular, that people, and do a whole thing on, these are retiring, they're super popular. If you love them, let's get your club going. And a lot with Heather is really pushing what the club is. And I think they're going to expand on that. Like, I think this gnome thing with having one little feature item might be an ongoing thing. So letting people know, like, there's going to be a surprise in there. Painted leaves, I agree too. So they have a mold. They actually didn't send me my mold, but the mold comes with a silicone mold, and you can do them quickly with 1 cent. And then you pop the heart mold wax out of the heart mold and pop them right in here. And then you can do your own little cover thing in Canva. And then you can send people a little clamshell with 6 different scents, either bring back my bar or scents that are probably going to retire. So I was like, that is so fun to get. I mean, the scents might mix. It's not going to be perfect. Like, what, you know, I'm not going to overthink it. It's just going to be 6 different scents in there. And I'll start with my club people and then show my people in my VIP group that they all got like 6 different scents in there, and they're going to be full cubes. I mean, the hearts are pretty deep. So I'm going to do that. And I also, a lot of what Callie said too, like, while I wasn't feeling good the last couple of weeks, I pretty much rearranged my office, cleaned out all the drawers, got rid of everything so that I know when I come back, I'm digitally organized. My contacts tab is up to date. I'm ready to, because you guys know as well as I do, we probably haven't done everything as full of force in December like we normally do. So I want to be ready. Like when I get back, I want to know my office is clean, all the clutter's out of here. I pulled anything extra out that I can shove in bags and give away to people, you know, whether they come over for a Christmas cocktail, whatever, I can give everyone a little bag of, whether it's soap that I know is going to be discontinued, all of the stuff. Like, don't be afraid to give that away, put a cute little gift tag on it, have those ready in your office. And anytime someone stops by, just handing that stuff out with your information in there. The clamshells I'll post for you guys. I'll grab the link. They're on Amazon, of course. Super cute. I'm going to do a graphic in there and then attach some ribbons, and that's going to go to my customers, and it's wax. So you can post it and show people what you're giving to people, their samples, right? So that cleaning up, getting organized so that when I get back from Maine, everything's ready to go and I don't have to start the month doing all of those things. So those are just some of the things that I do.
Anybody else feel like you're like mentally just trying to survive? Because that's how I feel. I am literally trying, like, forget the fact that, you know, normally we have a busy fall winter season, right? We have a slower June, a slower July, starts to pick up a little bit in August. And then November's like gung ho. We have had that kind of year. And so now I'm sitting in December and thinking, I've had a year of Novembers. So like,
yep,
I will say it, hearing like all the things that Jen wants to do and all the things that Jill wants to do, and hear like all of the awesome ideas that Heather has, and like that. And I'm just like, you know what? I am trying to get through to tomorrow. That is like, look at everybody, that I'm just trying to survive. So like the other day I texted these guys and I was like, you guys, I seriously am overwhelmed. I have 3 parties that are closing out. And meanwhile, right, Jen feels my pain because she has been like party on steroids for a solid like 45 days. So like she totally could empathize, or I could empathize with her. But I feel like it's literally I have 300 things that need me, and I literally can only do one thing at a time, and whichever is the most important or the top of the pile is what's happening first. But you know what I want? And I was thinking about what I want for Christmas is to sit and not think about the 63,000 other things that need me. Like, I want to sit down and be like, is this what boredom feels like?
Relaxed.
Is this what boredom feels like? My office feels like it's caving in. My house looks beautiful from the Christmas decorations, but do you think any other SHIT has gotten done around here besides putting up 6 Christmas trees? That and closing parties and fulfilling orders. And I have a customer that wants me to drive 40 minutes to take her warmer because she won't pay $8 shipping. And I'm starting to think, out of principle and out of my sanity, I almost just want to ship the product to her. But I'm like, you know what? Also out of principle, I'm not paying $8 because you won't meet me halfway. Forget it. So then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm sitting on your starry Christmas a little bit longer until I can make you fit. So the bottom line, the moral of my story is, I am literally taking everything whatever is due next, whatever bill needs to be paid, whatever order has to be delivered, whatever party has to be closed. I don't know what January 1st looks like for me. All I know is that before Christmas happens, I want to have a quick open garage and invite just my neighborhood. There's like, it's not an overly huge neighborhood. I just want to invite my neighbors, and I'm only going to give them 1 hour. I'm not going to do this whole come anytime between the hours of 9 and 6. None of that. I'm going to give them 1 hour to come power shop. And that's it. And I'm like, if I can get that accomplished before Christmas, on top of wrapping gifts and figuring out what I'm buying for people for Christmas and all of those other things, if I can get that one open house done, I will feel like I'm a success. Then once the new year does flip, I am going to do some of the things that Jen talked about. I've had, here's a confession, I've had a VIP page set up since June. No one's in it but me. Woohoo! I'm the MVP. No one's in it but me, because it has been on my to-do list to get it going. But my philosophy is I can't get it going if I'm not going to commit to posting. I even have the cards made up for people to join my VIP, but I haven't stuck them in a single bag yet, because until I'm ready to mentally and physically commit to giving attention to my VIP page, because that's new for me, right? That's not something I've ever done. So that's a new habit I will need to whatever, bring on. I have everything in place, but I have to commit to myself and to my customers that I will. So my goals are very manageable and attainable in the short term. It's my open house before Christmas and getting my VIP page up and running by the first of the year. The rest of the things that I do all the time, the prepping then for taxes and closing out the year and all of these other, it'll all fit when it fits. But I'm like, I can only keep my mind on a couple things at the moment, because we're juggling so many things with the holidays, and our customers need us. And tonight I had customers coming to pick stuff up. We're in the middle of dinner and they text me that they're here, and I'm running, I'm chewing, I go out, I give them their stuff. I come back in, we sit back down. I've got somebody texted me to want to know if their order's in. And it's like this constant. So I'm like, you know what? I am in holiday survival mode, and I'm okay with it. There's my moral of my story. I'm okay with it. I will continue to make sales. I will continue to service my customers. I will continue to provide product. And if I can have my open house, that'll be a win. But I am okay with not being the Scentsy consultant on 300 right now for my own sanity's sake. And so the wonderful, beautiful thing about this group is that you get to hear 7 different perspectives. And I will tell you, I will vouch for all of these guys. Like, what they say they are going to do is what they do. A lot of times you'll hear people say, you should do this with your business. You should do this. You should be doing this. And you're like, yeah, I bet you don't even do that with your business, right? But I can vouch for these guys that what they say they're going to do, they will do. But what's really cool is you're getting 7 different perspectives, or 6 different perspectives or spins on how we navigate our businesses, navigate this time of year. It's okay to say, I'm going to pull my hair out. We're not perfect all the time. We don't have it all together all the time. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to tell a customer, I can't meet you 45 minutes away because I don't have that kind of time. Give yourself permission to take a breath. That's how I will end my.
No, just thinking too, is one cool thing about I'm assuming Shift will go into 2021, is being on these every week and doing all the things all year long, taking 1 or 2 things each week that you apply to your business. You can actually breathe if you choose to in December. Like, you don't have to do all the things. Even tonight, as you're hearing all this stuff, take 1 or 2, like some of Jen's stuff, some of my stuff, the rest of you thing Callie did, the gift thing that Heather did, like take 1 or 2 and then decide what you want to apply. You don't have to apply everything. Just apply what works for you.
Or take one thing that's been on your list that you haven't gotten to, or one thing that, and I know it's hard to do this time of year because you're like, I can't tackle one more thing right now. Give me some reprieve. But the fact that you show up here, or you show up for your business, with your business on a weekly basis, is a super important thing.
Yeah.
Because even if you're sitting here and you are listening and you're just taking it in, you're showing up for yourself and you're showing up for your business and you're showing up to hear me give you permission to
show up.
To show up. Well,
to take a break.
To give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Because you know what? We are only one person.
That's it.
We're only one person.
And I think if you're just doing something every day, it doesn't have to be all day like I do or Jen Audette does. Like I can attest, Jen and I work from the time we wake up till the time you go to bed plus 2 hours, right? That's just how we roll. But I'm done for the month as of today. This is my last thing. I'll do my training calls for my team next Tuesday, but my business is done. My goals are done. I'm not going to be going out there seeking other things. But I will tell you, just do something every day, even if it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You have a better chance of being successful in your business doing 15 or 30 minutes every single day for 30 days versus you just taking off and doing nothing. Because then you will be even more stressed out trying to get caught up and then you're backtracking. It's like this spiral out of control. So like Jill's saying, like take one or two things. It doesn't have to be everything all or nothing. You're not going to become that overnight. No one does. I mean, if I showed you my room around me, right, I could barely walk. Like I would probably literally trip and fall over all the crap around my feet. Like my life has been chaos since Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving, when we had COVID. I mean, it went from COVID to Thanksgiving to tree decorating, I feel, for months, like, and running a Scentsy business. Like, I don't even know what in the hell I'm doing right now, actually. But,
and you're a mom, and you're a wife,
yeah,
and you're a friend,
yeah,
and you're all of those things all at the same time. Because you don't take off your Scentsy hat and put on your mom hat, and take off your mom hat and put on your wife hat. You're all those things all the time.
I am. And Scentsy is a priority to me. Like me personally, I don't take a break from Scentsy because I'm not where I want to be in this business yet. And I'm really driven and very motivated to reach my goals. And so I don't want to give up. I don't want to take 2 steps back and have to take 5 forward to keep that. I want to keep that momentum going. And I know not everybody is like that, but I am very driven. Like I want to be debt free and I have a long way to go. But that is my big goal. Like, I don't want any more credit card debt. And until I get that paid off, I am not going to stop. I will come up for air for a minute unless medically I get sick or something. But listen, I'm not stopping. I mean, I am just balls to the wall. And that's how I am though, right? Like, that's just who I am. But I totally see what Melissa's saying though, too, because it does get hectic. It does. But I work hard and I play hard. So I do feel like that balances out. I do both of those very well. That's something we do every night is we go out to dinner together every single night. That is like our thing. So we always have that quiet time and the downtime. So just, you gotta find a good balance for sure. Yeah. And that's all I have.
I will say this too, like end of year, just some non-business things, but things that are crucial. I just pulled this article. And people could be like, whatever, but seriously, make all your yearly doctor's appointments, your mammogram, your eye doctor, your dentist, your all the things, like just make the appointments while you're on break, maybe not break, but like towards the end of December, make them for January, February, March, get them all done. Because if you're not taken care of, then there's no Scentsy business, there's no anything. So just do those things for yourself, because a lot of times we come last and it's super important that we don't make that a regular thing.
It is true. Oh, and just something, talking about stuff that smells good earlier, I heard Melissa say breathe, which made me think of the Mandalorian bar. It smells so good. I don't know if y'all have smelled that, but it's going in my club.
I love you and your passion.
No, I seriously, one of my friend Claudia came over and she's a consultant to return product I let her borrow. we opened the box and we smelled it. And she's like, I am so glad you let me smell this because I am ordering like 6 bars of this now. It is like sexy man meets mysterious. What is that smell?
You know, the Perry the Platypus, Phineas and Ferb or whatever, that's really, really good too.
Yes, it is.
It's so good.
Like this is in the top 5 of my all-time favorite scents, I think. Like it is, I haven't warmed it. It was just a sniff, but it smells good.
Good.
I feel the same about the Villain collection. Am I the only one?
Wait, did I smell that? What is that?
I don't know, but if you didn't, you should.
Oh, I do have 2 up on my shelf. The lady backed out when she didn't want them.
They all smell so good. I'm obsessed with them.
You have to love it when you're talking to Scentsy consultants and everybody starts grabbing whatever's closest to them to hold up. Like,
Smelling.
oh, look what I have in front of me. Look, there's always Scentsy right here, right next to me.
Well, and I can't hold a bar and not open it and smell it. Even though the scent's been around for 11 years, I still know what it smells like.
How about when somebody asks you, if you're standing with a customer and they ask you what it smells like, do you smell it first?
Always.
I can't help it. And then I'm like, am I coming across rude because they asked what it smells like and I smelled it first? It's like, I can't help it.
Well, now I feel like, oh, they're going to think I have COVID and passing it from the sniff test. But then I'm like, oh, I already had it. That's what I say now. Oh, I'm clear. I've already had it. Yeah. Jen, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say that Halloween Town is in my club. And if you like apple cinnamon, it is so good. It is so good.
Really?
Halloween Town and what was the other one that came out with it? Jack's Obsession. Mix those 2 together.
Oh, it's actually Jack's Obsession that I love, but I like Halloween Town too a lot. I think
the Monsters Inc. one too, the Macho Poly, whatever that one is.
Oh my gosh, Monster Inc. It's in my club already, like straight up. Yes, so good.
Yeah, I'm definitely adding this is it Mandalorian bar? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Adventure in the Air or something, isn't it?
My club just hit and I just got charged for it and it was $260 and I'm like, oh, I think I might need to look at how much I got into my club.
Same with mine. Mine is $200 and something and I'm like, oh, but they can't let go of some of the things.
I know.
So it's like,
and some of mine are even available, but I was so worried that they might like sell out. And so I still wanted them. And just in case they were still going to put them in my club, I couldn't go without them.
Can you imagine though? This is going to get bad because if you like it and you just keep building on it.
Yep.
I'm afraid to take
commission check is going to go to club, which I'm getting paid on again. So it's like a bonus.
That's true.
I still have Beach and Blueberry Rush from the last Bring Back My Bar. And I'm like, I can't let them go. Cherry Vanilla. I'm like, I can't.
Listen, I think they get rid of some of these good ones on purpose just so we all enroll in club.
Of course. They know what they're doing.
It's like my Cocoa Bomb trick. They're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, of course.
I just wish we could, I wish we could put some other products into club.
Me too.
Room sprays, pods.
Did all of y'all buy the limited collectors warmer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to tell y'all. So the consultant that was here earlier that smelled the bar also saw the warmer in person and she said, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was that big and I had no idea it looked this good in person. So if you're even thinking about getting it, I'm going to tell you, it is Jason's words, badass. He said, this is a badass warmer.
It is.
You have to get it. That's something I treat myself with once a year. That's my own personal bonus that I do because when I die, they can get rid of all the other warmers. It's not going to matter. But the collector ones is me passing on my little kisses when I'm dead.
Of course it is.
Those are the ones you have to save. And so
love you.
I'm collecting them every year.
I think Jen's laughing at you.
No, because Scentsy's a big part of my life. You have to have collector Scentsy warmers. Otherwise, your life didn't exist with Scentsy.
Well, I didn't get the tree, so it didn't light up, so I didn't get it. But I have the others.
I think I have 4 and the cookie jar.
Yeah, I have the cookie jar.
That's so true, Jill. That's the one
That's what I was disappointed in. I'm like, how are you going to have a collector's item that doesn't light up? Like, it's pretty, don't get me wrong.
I have it. I don't know if you might not be able to see it, but it's like sitting back there. And I actually put Christmas lights around it.
See, I should have done that.
So much better with it.
Adapt and overcome. You see? Yep. Hardcore Scentsy person right there. I love it. Yeah, so go buy one before they're gone, because I think they're going to be gone soon. If you're doubting it, just treat yourself. You just got paid and go buy it. You get commission. You'll get 25% back for buying it.
Just got paid. It's Friday night. Feeling Memphis.
All right, all my biddy buddies arrived, so I'm gonna go sort and deliver in PJs. I'm like Christmas Claus. I'm gonna run through with a big sack and just go throw it on their porch, yelling ho ho ho.
And she will too.
I will. I do have a bra on with my pajamas, so it's okay.
In her Christmas jammies.
Yeah, you need Easter pajamas when you do the egg hiding next year.
Absolutely, when you do the eggs.
Listen, there was a Santa Claus staying out of a pawn shop on 518 today, and I almost stopped my car and ran up and gave him a hug. But I didn't. I just waved at him.
Oh, you bring me joy, Heather.
I just love Christmas, you guys.
Me too.
The child warmer will ship in August.
2021. What a fall surprise.
Yeah.
Good.
It's like truly being pregnant.
Hey, I was at a luncheon yesterday and it's like you're having your own baby.
The baby. Yeah.
I did have a lady that said she wanted it. I pre-sold one yesterday. So yeah, I'm giving birth to a child. I've been calling it the gremlin forever, but it's not a gremlin.
And did you watch it? He has a real name and it's horrible.
Nope, never heard of it. But Jason says it's Grogu.
Stupid. He's Baby Yoda. He's Chicken Nuggy. Chicken Nuggy.
I've been calling him Gremlin earlier. It's fine. Wrong movie.
He's cute.
Okay, I have sad news to break to you guys.
Oh God.
Time to go.
We're gonna have shift next week. Is the last one for the year. It's only 2 weeks off. It sounds so much worse, isn't it?
And we're not gonna do it for 2021. Just kidding.
I'm like, wait, what? I didn't get that memo.
No, but we won't. The first one's New Year. Wait, we're just off 2 weeks and then back again, right?
I don't know.
Yes, I will.
Yes, that's correct. Because the next week is Christmas Eve, and then the next week is New Year's Eve. Beautiful. They just happen to both fall on a Thursday night.
And so
January 7th, we'll be back.
Okay, January 7th. Who wants to tell them the topic for next week so they can get so excited?
Can anyone guess what it is?
Starts with a T and ends with an S.
Titties.
Oh, I love that. Who else wants to guess? Biddy Buddies. Was that Bill Farmer that said titties?
Nope, it wasn't my husband. It was somebody else's.
That is the best ever. Was it Matt? Who was it?
It was not Matt.
All right, fess up. Who was it?
This is getting better and better.
It was Mr. Farmer.
Mr. Farmer.
No. It sounded like Bill.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like Bill.
We know what y'all are doing tonight.
I think you're just showing the show.
So next week's topic is exciting yet not all at the same time. So that's why I think everybody's hesitant to say it. But it's very necessary.
Oh, that's a good guess.
What did she say? Sarah's iPhone is unmuted.
Oh. There you go.
All right, take it away.
You have a way of making everything exciting. Why don't you go for it?
This is something you've all been asking for. It's like your Christmas wish coming true. We don't know a lot about it. It sucks, but if you're good at it, you'll get it back. We're talking taxes. Watch out!
We're going to talk about taxes and like business owner stuff, right? Because I feel like we have a lot of new consultants in 2020 and a lot of people don't realize that when you hit that join button, it's a business. So what does that look like? How do we wrap up this year and then get ready for next year to start off on the right track? So
yeah, this is not an Ipsy subscription. This is a business. We're going to treat it like one.
Don't forget transitions in January.
Ugh.
Oh, I think we're also going to touch a little bit on that, right? Next week, we'll touch on some transition stuff as well. So.
Oh, I should dress up like a guy. Wouldn't that be fun if we had a transition look? I'm going to do that next week. I am. Everybody dress up like a transition. It can be an animal. It can be a person.
So Heather, would that mean I'd wear makeup and
Yes,
lipstick and a
yes,
dress?
you have to be wearing makeup. It's opposite. You transition from what you're not into something else. Are we all in board? This is the end of the year, you guys.
It's going from bad to worse. I think
Then I'll wear ears and a tail.
I will say, I feel like it was what, 2000. Melissa, what year was your first year that you came to our retreat, the Call Me Maybe videos? I did do your makeup that year.
Call me maybe.
It was kind of a hot mess.
I'll tell you, here's a fun fact. I actually used to do all the girls' makeup. I actually wore a ton of makeup, not a ton, but I wore makeup in college. And in college, I did my sorority sister's makeup.
You were like the makeup artist back then.
It must be it's art.
It's that creativity that
it's art.
It would be, is this like our New Year's Eve party, like dressed up holiday thing? That's what we're doing.
So you want to do a dress up Zoom on Thursday for New Year's?
Yeah, that's fun. We're going out with a bang. I'm going to dress up like Moira.
I thought you were going to dress up like
I'm going to be a guy.
She's going to have costume changes.
So the reason why I'm going to be a guy is because everybody calls me sir all the time. So when I'm out and about, like, excuse me, sir, I'm always called sir. So that's why I'm going to dress like a guy. So.
Oh, we could do PJs. Glam on top, PJs on the bottom.
That would be so fun. I have a lot of wigs. I could wear whatever.
We could do, remember you made us all dress up in camo once?
Camo.
Well, it's fun. I'm sorry, but playing dress up is fun. Not in that sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't do that. This is dress up. I'm Mrs. Claus.
You're Mrs. Claus, huh?
That's it. I'm not doing any of the other things.
You never know what shift brings.
No
kidding.
That's what's fun. I feel like I haven't seen you guys forever, so we have tons to talk about.
It's been so busy. All right,
I'm gonna jump off.
We know what you're gonna do.
You are. No. My nighttime meds have kicked in.
Starts with a T and ends with an S.
Starts with a T and ends with an S. You go, JoJo.
Not taxes.
Honey, if your husband has a different plan than we do.
All right, I love you. I love you all. Good night.
Stay safe. That could mean something two ways. Could you imagine Jody pregnant and having a baby 9 months from now? Y'all, we'd name it Gremlin.
Grogu.
That's right.
Grogu farmer.
Grogu farmer.
I'm calling Jody right now. So you should never hang up early because
we have you pregnant with a baby Grogu.
Yep. And you're doing the ditty safely. Practice safe.
I keep pressing on my.
You might, you know what though? You might want to mute yourself if you're going to stay on here, because I don't know if you would trust that answer.
Oh, she's going to practice safe sense.
Safe sense.
She is.
Oh, welcome to our world.
Yeah.
Because Heather just told everybody, could you imagine Jody pregnant in 9 months?
With a gremlin?
with a baby gremlin.
We're going to name it Gremlin.
Grogu farmer.
Grogu farmer. Oh, I bet Jody's cussing. That's why she had to mute. Saying something that starts with an F and ends with a K, and it's not Frick.
Not Frank?
It's not Frick. You know Jody. It's not that word.
Look at all you laughing. 59 of you still on here cracking up. Listen, what a way to.
We haven't Zoomed as much as we normally do as a group because we don't get things done. And we've all been like, okay, the time that we are in our office, we have got to focus. We cannot get distracted. There's no distractions allowed.
Well, January is going to be a hot mess then. We have a lot to catch up on.
Hey, Jody said there's 15. She heard you say there's 59 of you on. She goes, there's 59 still on? Listening to them fools?
Listen.
Yeah, I better stop recording because this will be great on YouTube, huh?
Oh,
you never know.
We might get a lot of people to join our team.
Everyone should. We're that much fun.